If you can follow tutorials, but you can't build anything on your own, you might need to improve your problem-solving skills. My goal is to give you the confidence to start building projects on your own. Welcome to my Idea to Product series. I started working on a personal project, and throughout this journey, I've been learning so much about how to convert an idea into a product. This has inspired me to create helpful guides that can be applied to other projects. I'll share them on this channel in a playlist titled Idea to Product, a guide for beginner programmers. To keep this video at a digestible length, I divided it into 2 parts. In part 1, we will focus on understanding problems. And in part 2, we will use a project example to break down the problem into smaller pieces. The first step is to identify the problem. Let's say you want to build a simple game like rock, paper, scissors. We can use this example as a problem. This video is not a tutorial, so we won't be writing any code. The point is to give you some techniques to help you refine your problem-solving skills. Now that we know what the problem is, we need to look for ways to solve it. Before you start coding, take a step back and think about what it is you're trying to solve. In our example, we're building a rock, paper, scissors game. At this stage, you might be tempted to Google how to build a rock, paper, scissors game in X language, but don't do it. Following a tutorial online will give you a false sense of confidence. You will feel like you're learning something, but when you try to recreate the game, you won't know where to begin. If you decide to copy and paste lines of code that you don't understand, sure, you will solve the problem, but you won't know what's happening under the hood. In order to know what you're solving, you need to understand the rules. How does the game rock, paper, scissors work? If you're familiar with it, you're halfway there. If not, then do some research to understand the rules of the game. In addition to knowing the rules, think about whether you want to build this project with its existing features or add new exciting ones. There's nothing wrong with cloning, so don't be disappointed if you can't think of anything new. Now that you understand the problem and the issues that you're solving, you need to select the best tools for the job. Is it better to build this game with JavaScript or Python? There's no right or wrong answer here. The best and fastest way to build any project is by using the tools that you're familiar with. As you gain more experience, you'll be able to identify the best tools for different jobs. If it so happens that you need to learn a new language or new concepts while working on your project, that's fine. Learn as you go. Besides selecting a programming language, you also need a code editor to write your code, a location to save your files for easy access, and a version control system in case something goes wrong. There's a variety of tools that you can use for different projects. You need to choose the appropriate ones for what you're building. A project is like building a house. And to build a house, you need a solid foundation. When it comes to projects, no matter which programming language you're familiar with, a solid foundation means planning your project before writing a single line of code. So, the next step is to plan your solution one layer at a time. This is called pseudocode. It's a rough draft of what you will accomplish. You can write your draft with pen and paper, use your code editor, or a Word document. Choose the best method that works for you. In our example, we will use a code editor. Depending on what you're building, you may not be able to jump straight into pseudocode. For example, building a website involves multiple components, such as design, features, purpose, and other elements. So you'll need a solid plan before you can get started. Finally, you've made it to the exciting part. You can start executing your plans. So far, you've identified the problem, you understand the rules, you know what tools you'll be using, and you've planned out the steps that you will take. Time to translate your plans into code. Yay! Your problem-solving skills will improve as you solve more problems, so you can stop watching videos now and go build something. I'm planning on posting a new video every other Friday, so if you like this one, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss part 2. Don't forget to share the video with anyone else who might find it useful. Until next time.